What's good, people? Agent Juice reporting for duty. Today's video is about how I love the ocean, hence the ocean in the background. Pacific Ocean specifically. I'm out in Malibu right now and checking out these nice crashing waves. They're a bit loud, but at least it's not cars, right? Oh, that got close. I'm gonna step a bit. I'm gonna step up here. There we go. Man, if a tsunami hits me now, I'm pretty much dead. So let's get on with it. So I grew up landlocked. So, you know, never grew up around the ocean. I only really got to kind of visit it when I was visiting family on the coasts. And I've always really been enamored by it because there's this literary concept of the sublime. The sublime, kind of the paraphrase version of it, is basically the kind of feeling you get when you are awestruck by unfathomable vastness. You know, like the ocean, you know, the unknown depths, or like, you know, the infinite abyss of space. And, you know, unlike the infinite abyss of space, the ocean is much more accessible to, you know, normies. So it's an easier way for the everyday person to kind of get a sense of how small and meaningless we are in the force of the great vastness of our world around us. And because of that, I've always been, you know, fascinated not only with the ocean, but the contents of the ocean. You know, the various marine life, some of which, you know, deep within the depths, look like aliens compared to what we're used to seeing here on, you know, terra firma. And I think that some of these, you know, deep sea creatures make some of the best, you know, monster designs when you think of things like sci-fi or, you know, fantasy or any of that stuff you find in media, movies, video games, whatnot. Like you can see these, you know, hideous monsters that are basically just made up of unknown animals, things that you find within the depths of the ocean. You know, I mean, hell, think about all the sea shanties about sea monsters and serpents and leviathans and whatnot, all born from the depths of the ocean. You know, so it's clearly this giant soup of creative juice, you know, inspiration, if you will. So I've always found that really great. One of the first kind of TV shows I wanted to kind of get serious about is a project I dubbed Labrandius. Labrandius is kind of it's a Greek term. It's actually one of Zeus's titles, right? His epithets, whatever that word is. It basically, the translation is kind of like of righteous indignation, of divine wrath, right? So his title would be Zeus Labrandius. And the idea is that this show called Labrandius, the name Labrandius is the name of the pirate ship because the show would be about pirates, right? And, you know, I had this idea of I would make up a fantasy world and, you know, all that goodness and whatnot. And, you know, I drew a lot of my inspiration from the ocean. I drew, you know, since it was going to be a pirate show, I wanted to use, and I still do, you know, I still want to make it eventually. I'm shelving the project for now while I'm working on something else more tangible. But, you know, it's this great cornucopia, this soup of creative juice of all kinds of crazy stuff you can do with it. Because, you know, the ocean is as beautiful as it is scary. And I think it makes a great setting for anything, really, book, movie, whatever. You know, just how peaceful and yet how, you know, threatening those crashing waves can really be. And, you know, if you guys are interested, I'm actually thinking about, you know, all these shows. I say, oh, I'm writing a show. I might actually do like a video of me doing like an animatic of like the pilot episode, and I'll just kind of talk you guys through it. If you're at all interested in hearing something about it, you know, let me know in the comments down below. So, yeah. One thing I think everybody should do, you know, if it's within your ability to do so, is go to the beach one time. Not for sun and fun and limbo beach parties like in Angry Beavers, but to experience, I don't know, just the sensation of looking out and realizing you're at the edge of solid ground. And, you know, beyond that, there is nothing for as far as the eye can see. And you think about, you know, back to all these explorers and, you know, wayward travelers who had to go out there without any knowledge that they may ever see land again. It's a great place to draw creative inspiration from. So yeah. Alrighty. Before the San Andreas Fault breaks on me and I get killed by a giant tsunami, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So, as usual, you know, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to stick around. Once again, I'll go ahead and provide that intro video with the Teespring link in it to get you guys a nice t-shirt, you know, support the cause and all that stuff. And until next time, deuces.